How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central here. Going to cover some pre-draft news and updates for the Hawks. A lot from that Florida meeting with the Russian prospects. Lots of news out of there in the last few days. A few NHL trades. A few trades went down, so I'll touch on those really quick before we get into the Hawks news, but let's run the intro and I'll get into it. Yeah, so starting out tonight with some league wide moves, some trades. We could start probably with the Jacob Markstrom trade to the New Jersey Devils. Seems like a trade that the Devils should have made like 2 years ago. Um, they never had a decent goalie, in recent times, especially not a goalie that could really get them that far when they were in the playoffs. Just going from being a playoff team, like people are talking about them contending for the cup, like, last season, right? Um, Obviously did not happen. They have the 10th overall pick. It's just a weird franchise, man. Yeah, Jacob Markstrom to the Devils. Flames get the New Jersey Devils 2025 first round pick and defenseman Kevin Ball. The Flames are retaining 30% on Markstrom, knocking Markstrom down to 4 mil AAV. Calgary avoids July 1st signing bonus, I believe. Um, the pick is top 10 protected. Markstrom waived no trade clause. So, very interesting trade details from Frank Saravalli. Um, yeah, that is the first trade that is of, substance, right? But let's take a look at a few other trades that were very, very, like, very interesting to see. Pierre LeBrun over here, he posted the Kings and Caps finalized their trade involving PLD, Pierre Luc Dubois, and Darcy Kemper. It was a one-for-one trade. Frank Saravalli also had it up here. It's a straight-up one-for-one deal. PLD to the Caps and Darcy Kemper in net to the Kings. Very, very interesting. Didn't expect PLD to get moved, right, with that big contract. Just um, that is one name that I was not expecting at all uh, to see get moved, right? At least right now, maybe down the line, but 1 year in and he is out of there. Just crazy, crazy stuff from the trade market. Are there any more tidbits from the trade land? Chris Johnston here. The San Jose Sharks have acquired Ty Dellandrea from Dallas for a 2025 fourth round pick. Decent pickup for the Sharks. They're just filling out more spots and getting more depth. Ty Dellandrea, he's a player that is, he can fill a role in your bottom six. He just plays his role to decent level, solid level. He was solid for the Stars, and that's cool to see for the Sharks. Get something done there, but let's see here with CBJ with Patrick Laine. He remains an NHLPA players assistance program, but expects doctors to clear him soon. Teams that have talked about a trade, they want to talk with him if they're going to make a move. NHL clubs can only talk to Laine if he's cleared. So we'll see when he clears the assistance program and where he's moved to. I don't think it's going to be the Hawks, but we'll see what happens with Laine. Any other league-wide news? The Kings are going back to that classic looking logo with a little twist on it. Looks fine to me. The Anaheim Ducks are going to introduce their new color scheme, right, and their logo, their jerseys at the draft. So we'll see how that goes for the Ducks. I've always loved the original Mighty Ducks, right, from D2. Awesome movie. Uh, just a really fun movie. But classic jerseys, they should just get that deal done and just keep that as their primary because that's awesome stuff. But yeah, that wraps up the league-wide news for tonight. Probably there's going to be a lot more popping up here before the draft, so we'll see what else pops up here. But let's get into the pre-draft talk. A lot of Ivan Demidov coverage, a lot of news from him. So let's just start from June 18th on Tuesday when the Russian prospects were meeting with a lot of the brass of the NHL teams. Let's see here from Scott Wheeler. Hearing only really good things out of Fort Lauderdale about Ivan Demidov. An excellent first impression. Great shape, confident, good English, real deal. That's awesome to see. It seems like the big concern about the contract, right? About the extension, it doesn't seem to be a very big issue, at least right now. It seems like that has cleared up a bit more, if not uh, completely cleared up, and it looks like it's all go. But lots of positivity from the meetings on Tuesday. I think we had a few Hawks reporters down in Florida. I believe Scott Powers was there, so he put out his article from the New York Times Q&A with Levashinov, talking just hockey, Hawks, and everything. Scott Powers here. I sat down with Artem Levashinov and talked about everything from Ivan Demidov to the Blackhawks possibly drafting him to not being home for 2 years to his experiences on and off the ice at Michigan State. So lots of stuff there. So check out Scott Powers. Very in tune, very plugged into the Hawks coverage from top to bottom. He's got everything here. But a few things from um, Ivan Demidov. He was not skating right for their skating session there on ice session. He is still healing up from that ankle injury, I believe it was, but he did say that he will be back in the ice within a few weeks, a week or two. So that's awesome to hear from him. Let's see here from Dan Milstein, the hockey agent one, his tag on Twitter here. Ivan Demidov's official NHL pre-draft height is 0.5, so almost a an average NHL size. I believe it's 6.5 or 6'1" is the official NHL height. But I think the more surprising thing here was his weight at 192 pounds. Even looking at the video here from Dan Milstein, he does not look like 192 pounds, but I'm guessing he's built up. He must have a good training regimen. That's awesome to see. That's a developing frame at 6 foot 192. That's awesome to see, and that's not even a professional level training program yet. If he was to go to the Hawks at 2, the program would be awesome for him and see how he fills out his frame. Let's see what else here from Dan Milstein. Ivan Demidov is trying new Warrior sticks at the Gold Star. just messing around on the ice with his shoes on. He has his gloves and the stick, just passing it back and forth. I don't think he's shooting it in the video here. But NHL pre-draft camp, can someone recommend equipment company to sign with? Interesting. So it seems like he's not a big Sherwood fan. I think I saw something like that pop up not too long ago. But yeah, it looks like he's looking to sign with Brand. He's trying the new Warrior sticks. I remember back when I was playing, Warrior was just making their uh, like come up, right? Saw a few Warrior sticks here and there. They looked awesome, cool colors and all, and good technology. But yeah, looks like they're stepping up their game here. Awesome to see that. Any more Ivan Demidov news? Let me take a look here. Scott Powers, just mentioning his two different articles with both uh, Demidov and Levshinov. I did not realize that he had interviewed both prospects. He has a picture here with Levshinov and Demidov, and uh, Levshinov just looks like, I don't know, like he's 30 something years old. He looks very, very mature for his age, definitely. And he reminds me of Bulls GM Arturas Karnisovas. Looks almost identical to him. It's crazy. But yeah, they got a picture here. They seem super, super friendly. Just taking a picture, smiling, laughing. Yeah, so Scott Powers definitely, he is getting it done there in Florida, but we'll see what else comes out of it. I believe it's over for them for now. But that pretty much wraps up the Ivan Demidov news from Florida. So let's get into a few Hawks tidbits here. I believe there's only a few. A mention of Jacob Chikrin and the Blackhawks being a fit. I don't see it happening really. I'm really not looking for a left-handed defenseman right now, just because of the guys that we have coming up. With Vlasic on the first pair, Korch, whether Del Mastro or Nolan Allen makes a jump in training camp this summer, right, or this fall. Just I don't see the need for a higher end or mid tier left handed defenseman. I would think that they would be targeting a right handed defenseman. So very, very interesting to see the connection there. But Matt Larkin and also Pagnota brought it up from the fourth period, the Hawks and Chikrin, because Luke Richardson, he is the uncle of Jacob Chikrin. So a weird little connection there. But I believe Coach Luke has mentioned that before a few times. So very, very interesting. But a small little tidbit actually from pre-draft stuff and a mock draft from Corey Pronman from The Athletic does great work as well. Chicago prospects, he had quoted here in his 7-round mock draft. Corey has the Blackhawks taking Artem Levshinov at number 2, but also notes that the Hawks haven't made a decision yet and that they have a lot of interest in Ivan Demidov and Caden Lindstrom. Very, very interesting. To mention Lindstrom here as well, because it seems like we have narrowed down to Artie Levshinov or Ivan Demidov. But yeah, I guess they're still debating with Caden Lindstrom as well. But it's always good to go over all your options. Definitely. And I think that's a good thing to do with less than 2 weeks till the draft here, about a week and a half now. a little less actually. On June 28th, it's gonna be it's gonna be big. It's gonna be very very interesting. I would definitely not want to miss this draft. We don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be crazy. But one last tidbit from let's see here, USA Hockey for their 2024 World Junior Summer Showcase. I believe Oliver Moore is present for this roster. Um, let's see here, Gabe Perreault, he is on the roster right now. Where is Oliver Moore? Yeah, Oliver Moore is there. Quentin Musty, Danny Nelson. That's cool. That's really cool. Max Swanson, Teddy Stiga. Um, any other prospects worth mentioning? Trevor Connolly, not crazy about him. Cole Iserman, cool. Ryan Leonard, awesome. Yeah, some really, really good prospects there. Zeev Bouillon, EJ Emery, that's awesome to see as well. Any more prospects? Cole Hudson from the, or no, he is the brother of Lane Hudson. Yeah. Um, any more? Yeah, and I think that's about it. Trey Augustine and Nets. And yeah, definitely a lot of high end prospects on that USA Hockey roster for the summer showcase. So we will take a look at that when it happens. One last tidbit from Scott Powers. CHSN, the Chicago Sports Network, potentially debuts with the Blackhawks in Minnesota for a preseason game on October 1st. And that was leaked here by Michael Russo. He covers the Minnesota Wild. Seems like it's Saturday, or no, not Saturday, October 1st. So we will see how that plays out. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. A lot, uh, a lot that we went over tonight from Demidov. The pre-draft news and rumors, and the few trades that went down, but a few big trades. Not big trades with big assets attached, but pretty big names getting moved in the last few days. So very interesting. But yeah, October 1st against the Wild. So that will be a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Friday, October 4th at the UC against the Hawks, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So we got a few of the preseason schedules. So that's awesome to see. But we will wrap it up there, and we will definitely be back this weekend to cover up more news and tidbits and have another topic ready to go for this weekend. So we'll be back soon. We'll see you later, and let's go Hawks.